This is the journey to glory you don't want to miss. Relive the magic of Real Madrid's epic 2023-2024 La Liga campaign. From the first whistle to the final victory roar. Explore the pivotal matches, heroic feats, strategies, standout moments, and key players that led Los Blancos to yet another glorious title. Welcome back to the football pit. Real Madrid have done the incredible. They have won their 36th La Liga title, further extending their lead over Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, who have 27 and 11 La Liga titles respectively. Real Madrid dug deep for this title. They overcame all odds and obstacles on their way to the top and have a secret for their continued dominance in the upcoming 2024-25 season, which we will speak about later in the video. Real Madrid fans will certainly want to dominate La Liga as vengeance against Barcelona. Barcelona have been more successful in the league than Real since the 2000-2001 season. They have won 11 La Liga titles during this period, as opposed to Real Madrid's 9, and Los Blancos could change that, especially as Barcelona seems like drama central currently. They parted ways with club legend and coach Xavi, who rejuvenated the squad, as things didn't end well between the Barcelona legend and the club hierarchy. Initially, Xavi had said he would leave at the end of the season, but changed his mind after meeting with Barcelona's hierarchy. Later on, the hierarchy changed their minds about him and decided to sack him and hire former Bayern Munich head coach Hansi Flick. What a dramatic turn of events. Barcelona went from the team that cruised to the league title in the 22-23 season to being unstable. On the other hand, after their poor 22-23 season, Real Madrid went back to the drawing board. They identified what they needed to fix in their squad and began to immediately work on it. They signed Jude Bellingham, who had been excellent for Borussia Dortmund and wonderkid Arda Güler. They then brought back veteran striker Joselu to try to replace the outgoing Benzema, and they were ready to take on the league and compete for a record 36th title. Real Madrid started the season on the front foot, with one of their signings playing a key part of their season. No one could have expected Jude Bellingham, who joined Real Madrid in the 23-24 season, to immediately have an impact in Spain after his move from Borussia Dortmund. There have been times where English players struggled to adapt to life in Spain, but Bellingham did just fine. He didn't only adapt, he became the hopes and expectations of the fans of Los Blancos. In their first match, Real Madrid played against Athletic Bilbao, and their new signing Jude Bellingham came alive and was completely unstoppable. He scored the team's second goal on debut, and it was a beauty. Real Madrid got a corner, and just as the ball came towards him, Bellingham hit it, first time, and it flew into the net. The midfielder was key in the last third of the pitch, and that goal would cement his efforts in that match. He occupied both attacking midfielder roles while also making sensational late runs in the box. Apart from his impactful performance in the first match, Bellingham would continue to torment opponents with his movement and goals. In his first 10 appearances, the versatile midfielder scored 10 goals and got 2 assists. Throughout the season, Bellingham continued to stand out with his performances. Unfortunately, he would not be able to provide moments of magic every match. In the first Madrid derby, early on in the season, Bellingham didn't have much influence on the game. Atletico Madrid completely dominated Real Madrid in that match, and it was their former player Alvaro Morata who spearheaded Atletico's proceedings. Morata scored twice in that game, and his first goal was in the 4th minute with a powerful header from a Samuel Lino cross. Antoine Griezmann scored the second for Atletico with another header in the 18th minute, this time from a Saúl Ñíguez cross. Real pulled one back through a Toni Kroos shot from the edge of the box in the 35th minute, but that wouldn't be enough to grant them a comeback. Morata completely buried their hopes as soon as the second half started. That defeat stung Los Blancos, but they learned from it, and it would be their last in that season. Although Bellingham wasn't able to do much in that game, he would come alive at other crucial times when the club needed him. Barcelona, apart from their first draw in the first game of the season, showed they wanted to defend their title. However, key to their title defense is how well they performed during the El Clasico matches. Granted, the El Clasico matches were not the only determinants of how the season would go, but winning was a statement of intent, and Madrid showed that intent when they played against Barcelona. In the first El Clasico game, everything was on the line. The table was shaping up, and Los Blancos had found themselves as part of the chasing pack, as they were 3 points behind the top of the table and were leading Barcelona with a point. So, losing wasn't an option for Real. and neither was a draw. It had to be a win and nothing less. Imagine their shock when Barcelona went ahead at first through a comedy of errors. Real Madrid, who have a reputation for resolute defending, kept on making mistakes that led to Gundogan scoring in the 6th minute. The match became a Barcelona affair, but they couldn't make use of their flurry of chances. The closest Barcelona came to taking their chances was when Ferran Torres hit the woodwork. With 20 minutes to go, Barcelona may have thought they had won the game, but that was when Jude Bellingham stepped up. He had taken on the burden of leadership at Los Blancos, and he would not crumble beneath it. Bellingham got the ball outside the penalty area and struck it with so much venom that Marc-Andre ter Stegen couldn't keep it out. He wasn't done. The time ticked on, and Madrid still looked for a win. So, just as the game was about to end with everything pointing to a draw, a mistake happened. Luka Modric accidentally passed to Bellingham, who slotted the ball past Barcelona's keeper for a Real Madrid win. The result moved Real Madrid to the top of the table, level on points with Girona and 4 points above Barcelona, who remained in 3rd and eventually peeled off from the title race as they became unable to hold their leads against opponents due to their terrible defending. Things weren't easy with Real either in their defence. David Alaba joined Eder Militao and Thibaut Courtois, who had gotten season-long injuries. However, Real were mentality monsters. This setback wasn't going to hurt their chances. Immediately, Ancelotti adapted the squad to their situation. Defensive midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni became a makeshift centre-back, while defender Antonio Rudiger dug deeper than he had ever before. He became the leader of Real's defence and had support from veteran right-back Dani Carvajal. The other players of the squad also became defensively aware, and this helped Real Madrid's journey to the top of La Liga and ended the season with the fewest goals conceded in the league. With Real's resolute defence, it was only natural that they were able to destroy their competition on their way to the top of the table. Girona was particularly stubborn. They wouldn't give up on their pursuit of La Liga glory, and so Real knew they had to beat them. When the two teams met in the first half of the season, only a win would give Real the advantage they needed. So, they set to work. However, it wasn't going to be easy. Girona showed that they deserved to go top of the table with an impressive start. They came close to scoring twice in the first 5 minutes, with one of their efforts hitting the post. However, Real Madrid were calm and patient. They withstood Girona's waves of attacks and went ahead in the 17th minute. Bellingham picked out Joselu with a cross with the outside of his foot, which Joselu slotted into the back of the net. 4 minutes later, Tchouameni extended Real Madrid's lead with a towering header from a Toni Kroos corner. Girona kept on pushing, but in the 71st minute, Joselu returned the favour to Bellingham with a looping pass which Bellingham volleyed into the net. It wasn't just Bellingham, Kroos, Tchouameni and Joselu who shone in the match. Vinicius did too, as the match marked his return from a thigh injury. Vinicius struggled with injury in the beginning of the season with a hamstring issue before injuring his thigh. Like Bellingham, Vinicius was a potent attacking threat for Real Madrid, and he also played an important role in Real winning the league. While he didn't end the season by becoming Real's highest goal scorer, he was immense in 2 of Madrid's crucial games of the season. While he didn't score in the first leg of the Girona game, Vinicius scored in the return fixture, and he didn't just score, he completely bossed the game. The winger was so immense that he scored and made 2 assists, one for Bellingham, who let fly to a left-footed shot, and the other for his Brazilian teammate, Rodrygo. Now, with Bellingham and Vinicius being 2 standout performers for Madrid, they've decided to bring in another player. Mbappe has finally got his dream transfer and has transferred to Madrid, ending one of the longest transfer sagas ever. Madrid have been after Mbappe's signature before he even joined Monaco. When he was with PSG, they even offered to pay an astonishing €200 million for him. However, PSG refused to do business with Madrid, and now they have lost Mbappe on a free transfer. Mbappe isn't going to be the only secret weapon for future league dominance that Madrid will have for the 2024-2025 season. They have also completed the signing of Brazilian wonderkid Endrick. Endrick has had quite the season with Brazilian club Palmeiras, and since he made his debut for Brazil, he has been beyond sensational. In his first 6 games for Brazil, he played about 149 minutes of football, scoring 3 goals, and 2 of those goals came against 2 of the top 10 teams in the world. Talk about revelation. There's also one more player that Madrid reportedly have their eyes on, and that's Florian Wirtz. Reports claim that Madrid are also planning for the 2025-2026 season, with Wirtz as the new Galactico. Will Madrid eventually sign Wirtz, and how will Real Madrid line up with Mbappe next season? Will their other incoming stars fit into their already stacked squad? Let us know what you think in the comments. After a season of epic fights and eventual dominance, Real Madrid won their 36th La Liga title, and they did it with 4 games to spare after Barcelona lost 4-2 to Girona after going ahead in the game. Their title-winning match was against Cadiz, who they beat 3-0. They have now increased their title lead over Barcelona to 7 and have also improved on their winning ratio. In the last 5 years, Real Madrid have won the league 3 times, the closest they have gotten to their Quinta del Buitre days, where they won 5 La Liga titles in 5 years from 1985-86 to 1989-90. Are they beginning another era of dominance? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more exciting football content.